Now today's video is going to be a lot of fun, or at least I'm going to really enjoy it. It is your style and fashion questions that I will be answering. Welcome and hello, my name is Tamara. I'm a personal stylist. I answer all your questions on style trends and how to style with purpose. If you love fashion and style and all the things, but you just don't know how to incorporate it into your own personal style, then you're in the right place. Be sure to subscribe, hit that bell button, and join me every single week for new videos. And if you're sitting there and you're thinking, hold on, you have presented an opportunity that I could ask a question, where is this being? Well, be sure to follow me on Instagram, because usually that's where I put all the questions and collect all of my quote-unquote data. And I will be putting in this video as well some fashion poll results, some that I found really interesting that I want to be able to share with all of you. So it's your style questions and then also fashion poll results. Let's dive into your style questions. This question came from my How Can I Wear That community. It came from Sylvia. Let's see what she has to ask. Her question is, what are good options to make clothes still fit and look good after losing weight? What are safe options to buy, including women's professional attire in a male-dominated setting when losing weight, so that they still look good after weight loss? A couple of my clients are finding that their clothes are getting too loose, and one of them has a tough time getting professional attire due to being tall and wide hips. Skirts are not an option, as she is a manager in a place with mostly male engineers. Whoa, what a question. There's more than one question in there, but I will say this very firmly. If you work in a male-dominated industry and it is a place where you are scrutinized for wearing a dress or a skirt, then I really question the whole ethics behind the place to begin with. When I worked at J. Crew, I encountered this a lot, especially with young women, that they didn't know what to wear to work. And not only that, it was very much of that they just were not supposed to be seen. I really hope that in 2020 these things have changed, and especially after we've gone through a pandemic. Now, when it comes to weight loss, this is such a hot topic, I think, because you've got clothes that can be, a little too big for you, and this is such a great opportunity where you can alter your clothing. So that means going to see a tailor, a seamstress, or someone who can just take your clothes in. If you can do that yourself, that's fantastic. I find when women have, fuller bodies when it comes to hips and, back ends, seem to forget that we can have our clothes altered. Again, I know things are different because we are still in a pandemic and you can't always have that contact, but these are things just to keep in mind. Don't we remember Stacey London, how she'd always say that, you have to have a good tailor on hand. There were times, maybe not specifically in this era, but eras before ours, where people had their clothes made because everybody's body shape was very different. And if you can't find something off the rack and it doesn't fit you to a T, don't ever feel that that's because you're too big, you're too small, you're too this, you're too that. That has nothing to do with it. It just means that you may need to have your clothes altered. I personally have had my clothes altered on many occasions. I've bought jeans that are too long and I want them a little bit shorter. Gosh, there's dresses and so many outfits that I've had, or pieces I should say, that I've had altered. So I think that's something really to keep in mind, is to have your clothes altered so that they fit you really well. Something else to keep in mind, if something fits a fuller part of your body, that is what you want. And then, for example, if you have fuller hips but your waist is much smaller, this is where you need to make sure to fit your hips. And then when it comes into your waist, that you might have to get the skirt altered. If you get something that's super stretchy, then obviously it's going to fit your body like a glove. But when you have more structured items like workwear, then this is again where you need to invest not only in a tailor, but it's but this is where you're investing in yourself. So don't forget that. I hope that answers your question. And again, like, come on, we are in 2020. You should be able to wear a skirt. And especially if you're a manager, that shouldn't have anything to do with it. Please reach out to me because I'd love to have a conversation with you about this a little bit further. That gets me a little bit heated. Anyways, the next question is from Jay Nguyen. This one is transitioning from my home comfy to work from home attire back to the office appropriate. Okay. I feel like for 2020, this is probably a super common question of now I have to go back to the office. What the heck do I even wear? A really nice clean t-shirt, so whether it's white, pink, green, purple, whatever it is, to pair it with your dress pants. This is kind of your, I guess, a business casual. I've never really liked that term anyways, but I will use it for answering this question, and put on a pair of slides. This all looks really put together, very clean, and you don't really have to think about it. And I would add some dainty jewelry. This just helps to pull the whole look together. If it's Friday, I would take an oversized dress shirt, tie it in a knot, and then put on a pair of high-waisted jeans, or at least make sure that your jeans and the top meet so that there's no midriff showing, and that I feel is work appropriate. Again, you can wear a pair of slides, really nice pair of sneakers, and you look put together. Another one of her questions was how to tuck in a shirt and then how to tie a knot so it doesn't look all over the place. The first thing when it comes to tucking in your shirt, tuck it in your underwear. I don't know if anybody knows this, but I guess I'm gonna share this with all of you. It's something I learned from my mom. She said that my nonna always used to do it, and I would assume that my nonna did it as well. It just helps to keep a shirt all the way in without it flailing all over the place. And it also looks a lot sleeker. Now, once you've tucked it in, you've done up your pants, I always like to do like a little bit of a shimmy, because the shimmy will loosen up the shirt so it's not tugging too tight, and it creates a little bit of a pillow effect, but in a way that still looks put together. I would say use a belt as an accessory because this really helps to tie it all together. Now, when it comes to tying your shirt into a knot, there are a million videos, I swear to you, on TikTok, and I will post one that I really like because I've seen a few. You want it to be a bit oversized, and you want to be a few buttons up so you're able to grab some material to be able to tie a knot. And last question from Jay Nguyen is how to style a bralette. I find with a bralette, it really depends on what your bust size is. I have heard from others before when it comes to a bralette, especially if you're a little bit bustier, it's not always the best support. But what you can do if you find a bralette that's a little bit more feminine or looks like a lace texture, this is where you can put a cami on top or something a little bit lighter so that you can see it come through. I will again post some images so that you can get an idea. The next question is from Nicolette, and I find this kind of funny because Nicolette is my aunt, and I got a lot of my inspiration when it comes to fashion from her when I was much younger. Even now, she's very much put together, so this is kind of funny. Anyways, her question is worked versus hard teaching from home. So basically, she now teaches at home because of the pandemic, what to do. Obviously, for the top part, to keep it very professional, clean looking, make sure you're wearing pants. This is key because there have been way too many videos posted online of people who have been in their underpants, they forgot to put pants on altogether, and have been completely in the nude. So just remember to keep good styled pants on, even if it's a black pair of sweatpants and you have a really nice top, that's totally fine. And you know, you're comfortable on the bottom and you look super chic on the top, because that's all that matters. Her next question is, what do you think of crop pants with a mini blazer, white t-shirt, and white sneakers for work? Obviously, if you're able to wear white sneakers to work, then have at her, why not? I think that's such a great casual look. And you just want to make sure that with your blazer and your pants that they're touching, especially if you're going to wear a crop pant, because you don't want the pant to kind of swallow you and then wear a long shirt and then just get totally lost in your clothes. So just making sure that everything is really nice and fitted. And don't forget that you can put on dainty jewelry, whether it's gold, silver, or if you're looking for a little bit of a heavier or bolder necklace, just to tie the whole look together. That's it for the fashion questions. If you have any fashion questions, be sure to comment below, because I would love to hear what your questions are or what your fashion dilemma is, because these videos are fun to make. Now let's jump into the fashion poll results. Remember, you can catch these every week on my Instagram, and I have a few here to choose from that I wanted to share with all of you. I asked what everyone's go-tos were when it came to patterns. So here are the ones that I really enjoyed or was kind of surprised at what the results were. When it came to polka dots and stripes, stripes was the winner at 77%. Another one was between cheetah and snake print, and cheetah won at 89%. I'm not gonna lie, for myself personally, I really love snake print, and from the other poll, I'd say polka dots is definitely my favorite. Another one I did was floral and butterfly print, and floral won by a whopping 95% and butterfly at 5%. Gingham and tartan, and gingham won at 81%. I'd have to say gingham is probably my favorite as well. Argyle and chevron, and Argyle won at 71% and chevron at 29%. I don't know. Argyle is a little bit of a dated print, and chevron is really hit and miss as well. So that one I'm a little bit like, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, out of all of the fashion poll questions, which you would choose between the two. This fashion poll was about dresses. So I wanted to know between green and black and white, which did my audience prefer, and green was 69% and black and white was 31%. I asked which do you prefer, black or cream, and black won by 76% and cream was at 24%. And between florals and stripes for a dress, florals won by 70% and stripes at 30%. And then I asked my audience about neutrals or white and polka dots, and white and polka dots won at 62% and neutral was at 38%. Buttons or zippers on a dress, and buttons won at 81% and zipper at 19%. And this one really I found super interesting, because I asked about, did you like more of a tomboy look or feminine? And tomboy won at 81% and feminine at 19%. So that was really interesting to kind of go between, neutrals and polka dots, but then overall tomboy being a more popular dress type to choose from. That's it for on today's video on me answering your style questions and sharing results from my fashion poll. I hope that you really found this insightful, especially the fashion poll. I've really been enjoying all of the data that I have collected. If you would like to participate in the fashion poll, be sure to follow me on Instagram, because every week I always have new ones to share with all of you. And as always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm trying to change it up a little bit to incorporate all of you into my videos, and I really look forward to hearing what your fashion questions and style dilemmas are. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button so I know to make more videos like this, and share this with all of your friends. This is really cool and interesting information when it comes to fashion polls. I think it's more the data side that I really like. Anyways, like I always say, it's not about who you wear, but how you wear it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.